When did faking it actually work out for you? For me, it was the time I pretended to be a wedding photographer. I know how that sounds, but hear me out. My cousin Ellie had been planning her wedding for over a year. 3 days before the big day, she called me in tears. Her photographer had been in a car accident and was in the hospital with a broken leg. No serious injuries, thank God, but definitely not able to shoot a wedding. Jess, I'm freaking out, she sobbed. Everyone's booked. I've called 20 photographers and they all laughed when I said the date. I tried to calm her down. What about asking guests to take pictures? Everyone has decent phones these days. Are you kidding? My mom would disown me. She wasn't wrong. My Aunt Karen had been micromanaging this wedding to death. I don't know what possessed me, but I heard myself say, what if I did it? Silence. Then, you? Have you ever even held a professional camera? Well, no, but I'd taken a photography elective in college 7 years ago. I owned a decent DSLR I barely used. How hard could it be? I've been practicing. I lied. I've been thinking about starting a side business. Another pause. Can I see some of your work? Shit. I'll send you some tonight. Just need to organize my portfolio. After we hung up, panic set in. I spent the next 6 hours watching YouTube tutorials and downloading sample portfolios to study. I took my camera out and practiced in my backyard, adjusting settings and trying different angles. I was terrible. That night, I sent Ellie a carefully curated collection of my best work, actually decent photos I'd taken on vacations and at parties, heavily edited with filters. She called immediately. These are actually pretty good. Not professional level, but considering the situation, I'll do it for free, I offered, sealing the deal. Consider it your wedding present. The next day, I maxed out my credit card, renting lenses, and buying a flash. I practiced until 3 a.m. both nights before the wedding, memorizing camera settings and poses from photography websites. Wedding day arrived and I was a nervous wreck. I arrived early, camera hanging around my neck like a heavy reminder of my deception. You must be the photographer, said the wedding coordinator, eyeing me suspiciously. Where's your assistant? Working solo today, I replied, trying to sound confident, more intimate that way. Throughout the ceremony, I was sweating bullets. I kept changing settings, taking multiple shots of everything, praying something would turn out. During family portraits, my Aunt Karen watched me like a hawk. Are you sure you know what you're doing? She asked after I fumbled with my lens for the 3rd time. Just being thorough, I smiled weakly. The reception was marginally better. Drunk people are easier to photograph. They pose willingly and don't notice you're shaking hands. 2 weeks later, after countless hours of YouTube tutorials and editing software struggles, I delivered the photos. I held my breath as Ellie scrolled through them. Jess, she said softly, these are beautiful. I blinked. Really? You captured moments I didn't even know happened. Look at my dad's face here, and this one of me and Matt. Somehow, through sheer desperation and beginner's luck, I'd managed to take some genuinely good photos. Not all were perfect. Many were slightly out of focus or poorly framed, but the candid, emotional moments made up for the technical flaws. Word spread about my emergency photography skills. I've since been hired for 3 more weddings, each time being upfront about my experience level, but charging less than professionals. I've actually invested in proper training now. What started as a panic-induced lie has become a genuine side hustle I enjoy.